Hey there, design lovers. Welcome back to the Daily House Ideas. Today, we're diving into something truly magical, transforming your farmhouse into a cozy autumn haven with the perfect blend of rustic charm and spooky sophistication. Whether you're a Halloween enthusiast or simply love seasonal decorating, this guide will show you how to create that coveted lived-in elegance throughout every corner of your home. From your front porch to your garage, we're covering it all. If you're excited about these ideas, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss our design inspiration. Let's get started. Your farmhouse exterior sets the stage for the entire Halloween experience. Think weathered wood accents paired with clusters of heirloom pumpkins in varying sizes: white, orange, and those gorgeous blue-gray varieties. Flank your front door with galvanized metal buckets overflowing with dried corn stalks and burgundy mums. Add vintage lanterns with flickering lead candles for that warm, inviting glow. Consider draping burlap garland with subtle orange twinkle lights across your porch railing. The key here is achieving that gathered over time aesthetic, nothing to matchy-matchy. Layered textures like distressed wood signs with hand-painted welcome messages alongside natural elements for authentic farmhouse appeal. Your entryway is where first impressions happen, so let's make it count. Start with a substantial square doormat featuring a subtle Halloween message in classic typography. Above your coat rack, hang a reclaimed wood board with vintage-style hooks holding small wreaths made from eucalyptus, wheat, and miniature pumpkins. Style your shoe cabinet top with a wooden dough bowl filled with pinnacones, acorns, and battery-operated tea lights. Position a distressed white mirror above a slim console table. Then add a mercury glass pumpkin collection and a hand-lettered chalkboard sign. Your seating bench deserves plaid cushions in burnt orange and cream, topped with buffalo check pillows for that cozy farmhouse layering we love. Let's talk about those finishing touches that elevate your entryway from ordinary to extraordinary. Your key holder should be both functional and decorative. Think antique brass hooks mounted on reclaimed barnwood with keys stenciled in vintage lettering. Below, place a wire basket containing rolled will throws and autumn hues for grab-and-go convenience. Consider incorporating a small galvanized tray on your console for corralling everyday items stylishly. Add dimension with varying heights: tall candlesticks, medium pumpkins, and low-profile trays create visual interest. The beauty of farmhouse design lies in its practicality meeting aesthetics. These pieces work year-round with simple seasonal swaps, making your investment worth well beyond October. Now, we're entering the heart of your home, the living room. This space should embody Higmeet's Halloween. Start with your foundational pieces. A neutral linen sofa dressed in textured throw pillows featuring subtle Halloween motifs. Think embroidered bats on natural fabric or boo in sophisticated script. Drape a chunky knit blanket in pumpkin spice orange across the armrest. Your coffee table becomes a vignette canvas. Layer a vintage wooden tray with ceramic white pumpkins, a hurricane vase filled with candy corn, and weathered candlesticks in varying heights. Above the mantel, create a focal point with a garland of preserved leaves, small gourds, and wrapped fairy lights for enchanting ambience. Let's enhance that rustic farmhouse character with intentional styling. Your side tables deserve attention. Place distressed metal lanterns with pillar candles inside, surrounded by mini hay bales tied with jute twine. Consider swapping regular artwork for vintage-inspired Halloween prints in weathered frames or botanical illustrations of autumn flora. The area rug grounds your space. Choose natural jute or a subtle plaid pattern that won't compete with your seasonal decor. Window treatments matter to swap heavy curtains for gauzy white panels that filter natural light beautifully, creating the airy farmhouse aesthetic. Add wooden bowls filled with decorative gourds on open shelving. And remember, negative space is your friend in achieving that curated, uncluttered farmhouse look. Your dining room is where Farmhouse Halloween truly shines through tablescaping magic. Start with a base of natural linen table runners in oatmeal or gray, then layer with a eucalyptus garland running down the center, interspersed with white pumpkins and brass candle holders. Choose mismatched vintage plates or true Farmhouse signature in cream and white tones, paired with copper flatware that catches candlelight beautifully. Place settings deserve individual attention. Add small pumpkins as place card holders with guests' names written in chalk pen. Your centerpiece should be low enough for conversation. Think a wooden dough bowl overflowing with seasonal fruits, nuts, and miniature gourds. Hang a simple wreath of wheat and dried orange slices above the table for vertical interest. Let's perfect those dining details that photograph beautifully and feel inviting. Your chairs can wear seasonal slipcovers in textured linen or simply adorned with plaid cushions tied with grosgrain ribbon. Consider vintage glass bottles as individual stem vases holding single autumn flowers at each place setting. This creates intimate, personalized touches. Your sideboard or buffet becomes a secondary styling opportunity. Range a collection of white ceramic pumpkins in graduated sizes. Flank with brass candlesticks and add a vintage scale displaying mini gourds. Overhead lighting matters if you have a chandelier. Weave in fox autumn leaves or hang small ornamental pumpkins from varying lengths of twine for whimsical dimension without overwhelming the space. The kitchen is your home's workhorse, so Halloween decor here should be both beautiful and practical. Start with your open shelving. Intersperse everyday white dishes with small orange and white pumpkins, vintage copper molds, and ceramic owls. Your countertops need clear workspace, so focus decor near the backsplash. A reclaimed wood sign reading gather flanked by mason jars filled with wheat stalks. Style your range area with a vintage enamelware collection and a small chalkboard menu listing October favorites. Near your coffee station, range a wooden tray with your small coffee machine, ceramic mugs in autumn patterns, and a canister of cinnamon sticks that double as stirs. The refrigerator can wear a simple wreath on its front panel. Your kitchen cabinets offer unexpected Halloween styling opportunities. If you have glass front cabinets, place illuminated LED pumpkins behind dishes for a soft, airy glow. Cabinet hardware can receive temporary updates with orange and black baker's twine bows, easily removable and budget-friendly. Above cabinets, if space allows, range vintage suitcases, woven baskets filled with fox autumn branches, and wooden cutting boards leaning casually. Your stove deserves a vintage tea towel draped across the handle featuring subtle Halloween motifs. Consider a tiered stand near your prep area displaying mini pumpkins, fresh apples, and cinnamon-scented pine cones. Don't forget the sink area. A small potted mum plant adds living color, while a farmhouse-style soap dispenser in amber glass maintains the aesthetic year-round. Your family room is all about comfortable gathering with entertainment at its heart. Round your flat-screen TV. Create a gallery wall featuring vintage framed Halloween silhouettes and autumn botanical prints. This balances the modern technology with rustic charm. Your media console becomes a staging ground for seasonal style. Range stacks of autumn-themed coffee table books, topped with small white pumpkins and a vintage brass magnifying glass. Position floor baskets nearby holding cozy throw blankets and plaid and cable knit textures for movie night comfort. Your seating should invite lingering at extra pillows in velvet, linen, and cotton textures, mixing solids with subtle patterns. A wooden ladder in the corner displays additional throws while adding architectural interest. Lighting transforms your family room from daytime casual to evening enchantment. Layer your lighting sources for maximum coziness. Start with overhead fixtures on dimmer switches, table lamps with burlap or linen shades, and incorporate string lights for ambient magic. Position vintage hurricane lanterns on the hearth or coffee table with battery-operated candles, providing flicker without worry. Consider a floor lamp with an Edison bulb behind seating for reading light with rustic character. Windowsills can hold small LED pumpkins that glow softly after dark. The goal is creating multiple light pools throughout the room rather than one large overhead source. This layered approach adds depth, warmth, and that signature farmhouse ambience perfect for autumn evenings spent with family. Your work-from-home space deserves Halloween charm too. Choose a small, unique desk in reclaimed wood or painted in a soft sage or cream shade. On the desk surface, keep functionality paramount, but add personality with a vintage brass desk lamp, a ceramic white pumpkin pencil holder, and a small, distinctive desk clock, perhaps an antique brass piece or wooden mantel clock. A small radio in vintage styling adds both function and aesthetic appeal, perfect for background music while working. Above your desk, install floating shelves holding both practical binders and decorative elements like small potted succulents in orange ceramic pots, vintage books with autumn-colored spines, and miniature pumpkin collections. Your desk chair can wear a cozy throw for comfort during longer work sessions. Adjacent to your office or carved from a corner, create a reading nook that beckons you to pause. Start with a comfortable upholstered chair in neutral linen or a weathered leather piece with character. Position it near natural light if possible, with a small side table holding your current reading glasses in a vintage tray, and a ceramic mug for afternoon tea. Add a floor lamp with adjustable arm for perfect reading light. Your nook needs textural comfort. Layer the chair with a sheepskin throw and pillows in autumn tones. A small bookshelf or ladder shelf nearby displays favorite volumes interspersed with seasonal decor, small pumpkins, Kindles, and perhaps a vintage typewriter for visual interest. A woven basket at the chair's base holds extra blankets, making this your personal autumn sanctuary. Your bedroom should feel like a restful retreat with subtle Halloween touches. Update your bed linens to heavyweight linen or cotton in warm neutrals. Think oatmeal, warm gray, or soft white. Layer with a plaid duvet or quilt in rust, cream, and black tones. Your pillow arrangement should be abundant, but not overwhelming. Mix Eurashams, standard pillows, and decorative cushions featuring embroidered autumn motifs or velvet in burnt orange. At the bed's foot, drape a chunky knit throw for texture and warmth. Your nightstands deserve styling attention. Place vintage brass candlesticks with cream pillars, small white ceramic pumpkins, and perhaps a stack of autumn-themed books. Above the bed, consider a simple eucalyptus wreath or wooden sign with calming autumn sentiment. Let's perfect your bedroom's seasonal ambience with thoughtful details. Your dresser top becomes a vignette opportunity. Arrange a weathered wooden tray holding perfume bottles, a jewelry box, and small decorative pumpkins. A vintage mirror, prop casually against the wall, adds depth and farmhouse character. Consider swapping regular curtains for natural linen and panels in warm white that filter morning light beautifully. Your area rug should feel plush underfoot. Choose natural jute or a vintage-inspired pattern in muted autumn colors. Accent your windows with a simple garland of preserved eucalyptus and small gourds. Don't forget place cinnamon pinnacones in a wooden bowl or use essential oil diffusers with autumn blends. These subtle touches create a multi-sensory retreat perfect for October relaxation. Transform your bathroom into a spa-worthy space with farmhouse Halloween style. Round your wasteful sink area. Clear clutter and create intentional displays of vintage enamel tray holding hand soap in an amber glass dispenser, a small white pumpkin, and rolled hand towels in cream and gray plaid. Above the sink, update your mirror area with a simple eucalyptus sprig tucked into the frame. Your shower area can wear a new textured curtain in natural linen or subtle stripe pattern. Place a wooden bath caddy across the tub holding candles, a natural sponge, and perhaps a small potted succulent. Swap regular towels for Turkish cotton or waffle weave varieties in warm neutrals, displaying them in a wire basket or on a vintage ladder leaning against the wall. Your bathroom's finishing details bring the farmhouse aesthetic full circle. Consider replacing standard accessories with vintage-inspired pieces, an antique brass toilet paper holder, weatherwood shelving, or a galvanized metal waste basket lined with muslin. Open shelving above the toilet displays rolled towels interspersed with small decorative pumpkins, apothecary jars filled with cotton balls, and a potted fern for living greenery. Your shower niche or ledge can hold amber glass bottles of shampoo and soap, maintaining the aesthetic even in functional spaces. Add a plush bath mat in natural cotton, and consider a wooden bath stool for both seating and display palette with a rolled towel in small seasonal decor. A scented candle in harvest scent completes the sensory farmhouse spa experience. Yes, even your garage deserves Halloween love. This often overlooked space can embrace farmhouse style while maintaining functionality. Install a headboard system painted in sage or cream for tool organization with visual appeal. Style your workbench area with galvanized metal buckets holding frequently used tools, interspersed with small decorative pumpkins. If you have garage shelving, use uniform baskets or vintage wooden crates for storage. Label them with chalkboard tags for farmhouse charm. Consider hanging a vintage bicycle on the wall as functional art, and add a simple wreath of preserved autumn leaves to your interior garage door. Your garage steps can wear a seasonal doormat, and if space allows, a boot tray styled with small hay bales and mini pumpkins welcomes you home beautifully. Make your garage both practical and seasonally appropriate with smart styling. Install hooks near the entry for coats and bags. Choose antique brass or matte black for farmhouse appeal. Below, position a bench with storage underneath for shoes, topped with plaid cushions for comfort. Your garage walls can display vintage signage or metal artwork with autumn themes. If you store seasonal items here, use uniform containers in galvanized metal or natural wicker that look intentional rather than cluttered. Lighting matters even in utilitarian spaces. Update fixtures to Edison bulb pendants or vintage-inspired cage lights. Consider painting your garage walls in a warm neutral rather than stark white for instant ambience. A simple garland across storage areas adds festivity without impeding function, proving style and practicality coexist beautifully. Your patio is where indoor comfort extends outdoors. Start with your seating range, comfortable, weather-resistant furniture in neutral tones, dressed with outdoor pillows in buffalo check and solid autumn colors. A farmhouse-style dining table deserves a centerpiece of galvanized buckets filled with mumps, surrounded by scattered gourds and pinnacones. String cafe lights overhead in zigzag patterns for ambient evening illumination. Position vintage lanterns at varying heights around the space on tables, steps, and hanging from shepherd's hooks. Your outdoor area rug grounds the space. Choose natural fiber materials in neutral patterns. Add a beverage station on a weathered console table with enamelware mugs, a thermos of hot cider, and a wooden tray displaying seasonal treats. Perfect your patio's farmhouse Halloween atmosphere with these finishing elements. A porch swing or hanging bench needs cozy throw blankets and chunky knits and plaid patterns for cool autumn evenings. Flank your seating areas with large ceramic or concrete planters overflowing with ornamental cabbage, trailing ivy, and tucked-in small pumpkins. Consider a fire feature, whether a fire pit surrounded by other on-deck chairs or a chimney with stacked firewood nearby displayed artfully. Your outdoor walls can wear vintage shutters, a collection of enamelware plates, or a large wooden harvest sign. Window boxes deserve seasonal updates with full flowers and trailing greenery. Add a vintage bicycle or wheelbarrow filled with pumpkins and mumps as charming focal points. These elements create an outdoor room that rivals indoor comfort. There you have it. Friends or complete farmhouse Halloween transformation from your curb to your backyard patio. The beauty of this aesthetic lies in its versatility and approachability. You don't need to implement every idea. Choose the spaces and elements that resonate with your lifestyle and budget. Remember, authentic farmhouse style is about layering collected pieces over time, mixing vintage finds with new essentials, and celebrating imperfection. Start with one room, add pieces gradually, and enjoy the process of creating your cozy autumn sanctuary. If these ideas inspired you, please give this video a thumbs up. Drop a comment telling me which room you'll tackle first. And don't forget to subscribe to the Daily House Ideas for more design inspiration every week. Happy decorating, and may your farmhouse be filled with cozy, spooky autumn charm all season long.